family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Mr. Whaatwaa. Today. Hey, yo, man, check this out. All right, guys, I got this video today. It's called Why Muhammad Couldn't Have Written the Quran. Come on now. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, remember, this is your first time on the channel. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe and join the Whaatwaa family. Also, before we get started, put a like on this video. Remember, if you got a video you want me to react to, get down in the comment section, post the link, and I will get to it, man. Let's go ahead and check this video out.
Come on now.
Why Muhammad couldn't have written the Quran. Alright, let's get into it.
Why the Prophet Muhammad couldn't have written the Quran. The Quran is a book over 600 pages long. It covers a wide range of topics and was revealed bit by bit over a period of 23 years. So if a man wrote the Quran, we already have a number of problems. If you're going to write a book like the Quran and claim it's from God, you can't make any mistakes. The book can't contradict itself, and you have to keep it consistent as you add to it over a period of 23 years and keep the message consistent. The grammar and style also have to remain the same. If the Quran is not from God, Muhammad would have to write it himself. That means in the middle of the Arabian desert, with no books around and being illiterate, he would have to know law, civil rights law, criminal law, family law, labor law, military law, personal injury law, real estate law, and tax law. He would have to know history. With little to no Christian presence in Mecca, he would have to know the stories and events in the lives of the prophets before him, the history of past nations, Judeo-Christian religious rulings, and he would have to know it well enough to somehow offer additional information and details not found in those books. He would have to know how to develop a nation, how to start a government, know about worship and purification, invent dietary laws, know psychology, about raising children, arbitration, distribution of wealth, finance, and business. In the area of science, he would have to know embryology, oceanography, about plate tectonics, cloud formation, UV rays, know about plants, mountains, bees, the human brain, the Big Bang, and the expansion of the universe. And in order to make the book complete, he would have to have knowledge of the future so he can write things that will happen in the years to come. He would have to be a time traveler in order to insert his name and mention in the Bible. If he's claiming that the book he wrote is from God, it must not have a single solution that doesn't work. He must also keep his emotions and personal life out of the book. The book should not reflect happy times nor sad times in his life. The writing should not become cheerful and optimistic, nor sad and gloomy as if a human wrote it. But when you read the Quran cover to cover, you can't sense when his wife died, when his daughters got married, when his grandchildren were born, when he was victorious, and when he was defeated. To anyone who examines the Quran, it becomes perfectly clear that there is no way a man in the desert 1400 years ago could have written such a book. But what if it were a committee of brilliant minds, a secret society that is in charge of correcting, updating, and rewriting the Quran over the years? Their job would be to make sure that the book appears to be accurate, has no mistakes or contradictions, and to keep updating it to agree with science and the changing world. If that were the case, then there would be other versions of the Quran. Due to edits and improvements, we would have new edited versions and old versions with mistakes. You would be able to detect different writing styles and influences from the different authors. The problem with all of that is, there is only one Quran. So one man didn't write it, and a committee didn't edit it, so where did it come from? What if clever devils dictated and influenced a man to write the Quran? The question then would be, what kind of devil calls to good behavior, worshipping God, honoring Jesus, giving to the poor, and warns of the devil? Any way you analyze the Quran, you come to a clear conclusion. It could not have been written by a committee, a devil, nor the Prophet Muhammad. Since it's impossible for Muhammad to have written it, then that means he was truthful in that it is from God. If it is from God, that means he was a genuine prophet. And if he's a genuine prophet, then his message should be heeded and obeyed.
Whaatwaa family, get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. Also, if you got a video you want me to react to, please get down in the comment section, post the link, and I will get to it. You know, Whaatwaa family, there's a lot of times where, people would come to me and say, oh, Mr. Whaatwaa, Prophet Muhammad wrote the Quran, and oh, you know, it's been changed, this and that and that and this, and I'm like, and it's crazy how this video was recommended by a Whaatwaa family member, because honestly, when I'm reading the Quran, there's no sense of happiness, sadness. There's no sense of emotion in a sense. It's just, you literally just read it. You read it, and it doesn't force an emotion on you. But as you read it, the emotion that comes over you is it's an emotion of what, like, these are the questions I've been having about my life, and they're getting answered. It's almost an emotion of like of being replenished in a sense, you know, because as you go through life, you get drained, and a lot of times if you're going through life and you're certainly questioning your existence on earth and things like that, then when it comes to reading the Quran, you naturally start to feel like complete in a sense, like wow, okay, these are the questions I've been having in my mind, but I never actually said it out in vocally. I had never vocally said it out or asked someone, but I've been thinking about this stuff, especially going through life. And then it's like, wow, how can this book have those answers? And then as you start to go, then you start feeling sad, because you start thinking about your life. So it's not like you're getting sad from reading the Quran. It's like you start getting sad because you start reflecting on your life, and then that's where your emotions come from. So I sat there and I said, you know what? There's no way that Prophet Muhammad wrote the Quran. And the reason why is, like this video said, he would have to be able to know what would happen in the future. And then he will also have to be able to write something that he did not include any of his family in. He didn't include any of his, you know, life expectancy in it at all. Literally wrote the laws which we have to abide by on this earth. And even to this day, it is still used to this day. If you read the Quran, the laws in there are still used until this day. And guys, we are in 2021. It's crazy, right? But a lot of times when you read something and you're trying to come to a conclusion, like, is this real? You don't have to ask someone. You literally just have to pray. And once you pray, right? Once you pray and ask for that answer, the same way you pray and ask for other materialistic things, when you pray and ask, God, if this is true, please give me a sign. And once you get that truth, and you say a shahada, then all you have to do is say, Allah, thank you. And that's it. There's something so peaceful about life when you get real close to your deen, that a lot of times things on earth, you don't really get excited for, in a sense. You know, even to be honest with you, even my personal life, people always tell me like, oh, Mr. Whaatwaa, you should be, you know, driving this or living like this and whoop de whoop. And to me, it's like, bro, that stuff don't mean nothing, because it's like once you obtain that hurt and that emptiness inside is still there. You know what I'm saying? You could go and get that big mansion. You can go and get that big boy car. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change who you are inside. So if you felt depressed before, you're going to feel even more depressed when you get that. Those materialistic things do not fill that void. Getting closer to your deen fills that void. A family fills that void. Being able to make other people happy fills that void. Getting closer to your deen, bro, and sis, fills that void, man. And that is what makes me happy. That's why every time people say, oh, you know, people be saying like, yo, Mr. Whaatwaa, when you watch his videos, you feel good afterwards. You know, when you hang out with Mr. Whaatwaa, you feel good, bro, after you hang out with him. Like, Because I found that happiness. I found that deen that fills that void inside to where I can spread it with others. You know? Inshallah. Ameen, ameen, ameen. It's your boy, Mr. Whaatwaa, man. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video. Also, if you got a video you want me to react to, please get down in the comment section. Post the link and we'll get to it. Until then, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. Inshallah. So please take care. Stay safe. Whaatwaa.